You want to know how democracy dies? Not with a violent coup, not with military takeovers, not even with Elon Musk hacking election systems through Starlink satellites. Democracy dies when people stop fighting for it. And right now, that's exactly what's happening. We're in the middle of an existential crisis. And I don't just mean politically, I mean philosophically. This is bigger than left versus right. This is about whether human civilization will continue to be a free society of reasoning individuals or digital autocracy ruled by unelected oligarchs and AI-enhanced fascism. And the biggest advantage the fascists have isn't their money. It isn't their propaganda networks. It isn't even their control of elections. It's apathy. It's doomerism. It's you, right now, sitting there thinking, nothing I do matters. Because here's the truth. If democracy was already dead, they wouldn't be trying this hard to kill it. The reason billionaires and their puppets go to such extreme lengths to manipulate elections, to suppress votes, to gerrymander, to flood the airwaves of manufactured outrage, it's because they're scared. They know the numbers aren't on their side. They know that we outnumber them 3 million to 1. They know that if the people ever wake up and unite, their entire system collapses overnight. But they don't have to beat you in a fair fight. They just have to convince you not to fight at all. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The theory that Musk used Starlink to hack the election in key swing states. It's not as crazy as it sounds. Musk controls a global private internet infrastructure that's been used in active war zones. The Pentagon relies on it. Ukraine relies on it. If you don't think he could have backdoor access to government networks, you're kidding yourself. But let's say it's true. Let's say Musk did tweak a few thousand votes here and there in swing states. Would it have changed the outcome? Only if turnout was low enough for that kind of interference to matter. This is the part most people don't understand. Election fraud only works on the margins. A hand count would reveal major discrepancies. A hacked machine can't change the paper trail. If an election gets close enough for manipulation to matter, it's already lost. Not because of fraud, but because turnout was too low to drown it out. This is the fundamental truth of democracy. It only survives when enough people participate. Let's step back for a second. Forget Musk. Forget the GOP. Forget the Democrats. What is democracy? Not the cheap, watered-down version we've been sold, but the real thing. The Enlightenment gave us an idea that government exists by the consent of the governed, that sovereignty is in the hands of the people, not kings, not corporations. But that system only works if the people remain engaged. The fundamental mistake people make is thinking democracy is just voting. It's not. Democracy is a constant, never-ending process of civic participation. You don't vote once and walk away. You don't elect a leader and go back to sleep. You don't let the system rot and then blame the rot for existing. The Enlightenment thinkers who gave us this system, they knew democracy was fragile. They knew that without an active, informed, and engaged populace, democracy would degrade into corrupt oligarchy, then aristocracy, then full-blown tyranny. That is what we're witnessing. Not a sudden collapse, not a military coup, but a slow, self-inflicted surrender by a population that has been trained to give up. If you feel hopeless right now, if you feel like there's nothing you can do, good. That means you're awake. That means you understand what's at stake. Now do something about it. Stop doom scrolling. Stop repeating the talking points that everything is lost. Stop feeding into the very apathy that they want you to feel. Instead, vote. Not just for the presidency, down ballot races are where power is built. Show up. School boards, city councils, union meetings, protest movements. Power doesn't just exist at the top. It's built from the ground up. Demand more. Stop settling for politicians who offer nothing but fear. Make them earn your vote. Talk to people, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers. Do not let the isolation of the internet replace real human connection. Remember that democracy is a fight, and every generation has to fight it again. If you're waiting for a hero to save democracy, you've already lost. It's not going to be Newsom. It's not going to be some celebrity. It's not even going to be some leftist firebrand in Congress. It's going to be you. And if enough people make that choice, then it doesn't fucking matter what Musk did. It doesn't matter what the fascists try. Because democracy is not just a system. It's a decision. And if we decide to keep fighting for it, then we win.